Ever wondered what's lurking in the deepest, darkest corners of space? Let's explore every type of black hole. First, we have the Planck black hole, the smallest black hole physics allows to exist. It is so small that a single proton looks like Jupiter by comparison. Its temperature is 10 quadrillion times hotter than the core of the Sun. This makes it the hottest thing that can physically exist in the universe. But what's even crazier is its lifespan. It disappears almost instantly. Compared to the Mayfly, which lives for 24 hours, the Planck black hole is practically immortal. Think about it this way. A lamp turns on, and light travels across the room. Before that light reaches your eyes, trillions of Planck black holes could have formed and vanished. But the next one on this list may have survived since the beginning of time itself.
Primordial black holes formed in the first fraction of a second after the Big Bang.
The universe was an unimaginably dense ocean of energy, and some regions collapsed into black holes. Some are less than 0.5 millimeter across, roughly the size of a single grain of sand. But that tiny object would weigh as much as an entire mountain, like Mount Everest. Compressed into something small enough to get stuck beneath your fingernail. Unlike the Planck black hole, a primordial black hole could still be alive today. Even the light illuminating the room around you could collapse into a black hole under the right conditions.
A Kugelblitz is a black hole made entirely from light, not matter. Just pure light compressed so intensely that a black hole forms anyway.
According to Einstein's theory of relativity, this should actually be possible. Which led to an uncomfortable question. What if humanity accidentally created a black hole of its own? Before the Large Hadron Collider switched on in 2008, physicists raised a concern. They feared the collider might accidentally create a micro black hole. But the scientists running the collider were not worried. Any micro black hole created would be smaller than a proton and evaporate almost instantly. Every single day, cosmic rays strike Earth's atmosphere with far greater energy than the collider. If micro black holes could consume matter, nature would have created them billions of times over. Earth would not still be here. The micro black hole is harmless.
The next one on this list is not. If it appeared close enough to Earth, you would never finish watching this video.
A star dozens of times more massive than our Sun burns through its fuel over millions of years.
When that fuel runs out, the core collapses in less than a second.
Faster than the human nervous system can register pain.
The outer layers explode outward in a supernova. What remains is a stellar mass black hole. Dozens of suns compressed into something smaller than Manhattan.
If someone watched you fall toward the black hole, they would never actually see you entering it. You would appear to slow down, freeze at the edge, and slowly fade into darkness.
But from your perspective, you would keep falling normally. You would feel nothing unusual as you cross the boundary. You would simply be inside, no way out, no way to tell anyone.
A stellar black hole becomes dramatically more dangerous when it drifts too close to another star.
Its gravity begins tearing gas from the star's surface, dragging it into a spiraling disk of superheated plasma. That disk blazes with X-rays powerful enough to be detected across the galaxy.
These violent systems are known as X-ray binaries.
The most famous is Cygnus X1, around 7,200 light-years from Earth.
But not every black hole stays attached to a star. The next one could drift through our own solar system. Some black holes are violently thrown out into deep space the moment they are born.
A supernova explosion can push the newborn black hole across the galaxy at millions of kilometers per hour.
No star, no light, no warning. Just an invisible stellar mass black hole drifting silently through the Milky Way. There could be millions of them wandering our galaxy right now. We only notice them when they briefly pass in front of a distant star, warping its light.
In 2022, astronomers confirmed the first definitive detection of one, just 5,000 light-years from Earth.
But sometimes, two black holes cross paths, and when they finally collide, the violence is almost impossible to comprehend. When two black holes become trapped around each other, they slowly begin spiraling inward. As they orbit, they release gravitational waves, ripples spreading through space-time itself.
In the final moments before collision, they are orbiting each other hundreds of times every second.
When they finally collide, the merger releases more energy in a fraction of a second than every star in the observable universe combined. In 2015, scientists detected the first confirmed gravitational waves from one of these collisions. Using the LIGO observatory, the signal came from two black holes merging 1.3 billion light-years away. Yet by the time the wave reached Earth, it moved our detector by less than the width of an atom.
We detected one of the most violent events in the universe through a distortion smaller than anything human beings can see.
And despite all that violence, these black holes are still tiny compared to what comes next. Somewhere between ordinary stellar black holes and the largest black holes in the universe, there appears to be a missing category. Objects too massive to form from a single collapsing star, yet far smaller than the cosmic giants discovered elsewhere. We call them intermediate black holes. And despite decades of searching, we have found only a handful of possible examples. Scientists believe they may form inside dense star clusters, where repeated collisions slowly build something larger and larger over time. Intermediate black holes may be the first step toward objects so large they can swallow entire solar systems. At the center of almost every galaxy in the universe sits a supermassive black hole. Buried at the heart of the Milky Way is Sagittarius AX, a black hole containing 4 million times the mass of our Sun.
From Earth, its event horizon would appear no larger than a tennis ball sitting on the moon.
And yet every star you can see in the night sky is orbiting it, including us.
One full orbit takes 230 million years. The last time our solar system completed one, dinosaurs did not yet exist.
In 2022, scientists captured the first direct image of it, a glowing ring of superheated gas surrounding a perfectly dark center.
But Sagittarius AX is quiet, dormant, like a lion sleeping at the center of the galaxy.
Feed a supermassive black hole enough material, and the entire galaxy around it begins to disappear in the glare.
These objects are called quasars, and they are the brightest sustained objects in the observable universe.
The universe is vast, and its mysteries are truly endless, waiting for discovery.
Thank you for exploring the unknown with us here at Đâng Deep Space. Like, share, and subscribe, and let us journey together beyond the distant stars.